We've all been teenagers. Perhaps you are currently a teenager. And with the territory of being such an age, there comes struggles, hardships, being really fucking stupid. So today, I'm going to tell you a story that I had where I did something really fucking stupid. When I was about 14, I found myself in possession of an M80. If you don't know what that is, imagine a baby stick of dynamite. They're not legal. I was not aware of this fact, and I have no idea where I got mine. I know where it came from. I don't know how I got it, but I had it for about a month or so. And I finally decided, hey, you know what? I can't keep this. I've got to get rid of it somehow. I've got to dispose of this, because I had found out it was illegal. And I didn't want to be breaking the law, you know? You don't want to be breaking the law at 14. You're barely in 9th grade. You've got shit to deal with. Look, X and Y came out last year, alright? I'm stuck in Lumios, man. I gotta figure this shit out. Like, I can't be going to jail. Not at 14. Not for having an explosive. What the fuck? So, my plan was, when I went to my dad's apartment, which is where it was hiding, I decided I'd go on a little walk, find a secluded dumpster, and I found one. And I thought, this is a great place to dispose of such contraband. But an addendum, an issue, something came up in my mind. I thought, what if somebody were to find it? What if they were to use it? What if they were to take it? Well, I'd have to destroy it. That way nobody can use this illegal thing. So, in my mind, I thought, and I thought hard. I thought, what's the best way to get rid of this? And in that moment, during my 14-year-old brain blast, an idea occurred. And in my mind, it was genius. It was foolproof. I'll simply light it and throw it in the dumpster. That way nobody else can use it. So, I get a couple matches, right? I get my hands on some matches. And I make my way over to the end of the apartment property. And I go, okay. I'm lighting this thing. We're doing it. We gotta get rid of this thing.
I'm doing the right thing,
is what I said to myself. I'm, preventing people from getting hurt or causing damage. So, I lit the M80, threw it in the dumpster, and decided to walk away. This is a dumpster that is rarely used. And on that day, I remember distinctly that it was either empty or had one or two things in it. It was either empty or mostly empty. I get maybe 5, 10 steps away. This thing goes off. I screamed, right? I let out a noise that I was embarrassed to make. I don't think I could even possibly recreate said noise. It was that high-pitched, because it startled me that badly. I wasn't far enough away. It was like a shotgun in my ear, alright? It was loud. This was loud. It was sudden, and it was terrifying. My idea was to just walk back home like nothing had ever happened, do a little speed walk. Do a little speed walk. That way when it goes off, nobody's around. Nobody's around. Nobody was around other than me. And I ran home because I was like, I can't be seen. I can't be seen. You can't see my shame of this decision that was so clearly stupid, and I haven't realized until now. I ran home and I was terrified, but I put on put on a brave face, tried to make it look like I was just on a walk. I just got back from my little walk. I love walking around. They got geese over there. I don't like geese. But they got a couple, like, little rivers I like to walk past. Sometimes I would make these little boats. So I was just scouting the water. But I was worried. I was worried the police were going to come. I was so scared. I honestly thought that, somebody was going to call the police, that they were going to find me immediately, and that I was going to go to jail for God knows what. I don't know what the charge would even be. But in my head, before the thing was lit, I was like, this is a foolproof plan. Nothing can possibly go wrong. I didn't question anything in my own logic. I mean, I was 14. The dumbest decision I've probably ever made at that age. And it didn't occur to me until much, much later, like a year later when I was thinking about it again, that, I could have just thrown that M80 in like one of the ponds. Nobody would have noticed me throwing it in. I could be, if I wanted to be sneaky about it, I could just be skipping stones and then have one of them be the M80. Be like, whoops, there it goes. Oh, it's soaked and it can't be used anymore? Cool. There were no fish in the pond. The water in that pond was blue. Alright, that's not natural water. They've got something in that water, and it's not safe for fish. Hell, it's not even safe for the geese. Yeah, that was my story. That is a true story. I don't have anything to prove it, but like, I was 14, and I made a really stupid decision to get rid of something that I knew I shouldn't be having in the first place. And I've got nothing to show for it. But yeah, I hope you liked that. I'm probably going to put out the Minecraft movie trailer before I put out a Persona video. Because that'll probably be next week. Maybe the week after. Yeah. I feel a lot better. That's what I gotta say. Because I feel a lot better. Vitamin D levels have been absolute cheeks for months. Like 5 months. But I'm back. I'm gonna slowly ease my way back into making videos again, but I've missed this. I've had some people tell me that I should do more commentary because I'm better at that. I don't know. This story was straight from memory, dude. Like, this was an almost 12-year-old memory. God, I'm gonna be 26. Young Sliver's funeral when? Yeah. I don't know how many people I had told. I told it to my buddy Wyatt. He and I are the ones who were gonna go see the Minecraft movie this Saturday. As of recording, it's gonna be this Saturday. That was the story of how I scared the shit out of myself with an explosive that I didn't know what to do with. Later, fuckers. I'm out of here.